Imagine this for a second. You are about to send an important email about your dream project. You spend hours perfecting it, checking every detail, tweaking the smallest things. But as soon as you hit send, you freeze. Was it perfect enough? Did I miss something? Well, that's perfectionism at work. You spend hours perfecting, only to feel stuck, drained, and unsure if it was worth it. Don't worry, you're not alone. But here's the twist. The more you chase perfection, the further you get from your goals. What if I told you that this constant need for perfection is actually holding you back? That striving for perfection isn't a sign of excellence, but a trap. A trap that keeps you stuck in a never-ending cycle of stress, fear, and frustration. In today's video, I'm going to explain exactly how perfectionism is a trap, and how you can break free from it so you can start living life on your terms. Stay with me, and I will show you how. Perfectionism is the belief that everything you do has to be flawless, that mistakes are the ultimate failure. It's that voice constantly whispering, "It's not good enough. Try harder." At first, it feels like you're being productive, pushing yourself to do more. But in reality, perfectionism isn't helping you grow. It's keeping you stuck. It's draining your energy and robbing you of the chance to move forward. So why do we chase perfection? It's rooted in fear and a need for approval. Our brains are hardwired to seek approval because, in the past, being left out or rejected meant danger. Perfectionism comes from that fear of being judged or feeling like we don't belong. We think if we're perfect, we'll be accepted. A lot of us tie our self-worth to being perfect. We feel like if we aren't flawless, we aren't enough. This belief leads to stress, anxiety, and an endless loop of pushing ourselves harder. Over time, this can even lead to burnout or depression. It makes us think we're in control. Like, if everything is perfect, nothing can go wrong, right? But honestly, it's just a way to cover up insecurity. Trying to make everything perfect just cranks up your anxiety, and suddenly, it feels like you're carrying this massive weight around. Now, here's the real kicker. Chasing perfection actually gets in the way of getting stuff done. You end up overthinking everything. You redo things a million times, just staring at the details until you forget what you were even working on. It's like you never get anywhere because you're too busy tweaking stuff that doesn't even matter that much. When you're obsessed with perfection, you start fearing failure. It stops you from trying anything new or taking any risks. And that fear? It just keeps you stuck, playing it safe instead of moving forward. Perfectionism is a total energy suck. It wears you down mentally and emotionally. You push yourself to the limit until you're burned out and just done. It starts as a sprint, but quickly becomes this never-ending marathon of exhaustion. And let's not forget how it messes with your relationships. When you're so caught up in getting every little thing right, you miss the bigger picture. And all those small details, they just end up causing tension with the people around you. You end up feeling isolated, chasing a validation that, honestly, no one else really gets. Perfectionism thrives on unrealistic standards. You scroll through social media, seeing everyone's highlight reels. Perfect moments, perfect lives. But here's the reality. No one is perfect. When you constantly compare yourself to these idealized versions, it's easy to feel like you're falling short. What you don't see are the struggles, mistakes, and the mess behind the scenes that everyone is hiding. Now, let me tell you something that might sound surprising. Imperfection is where the magic happens. I remember the first time I launched a project. I thought it wasn't perfect. There were mistakes. I wanted to tweak it more, but I finally decided that I couldn't keep waiting forever for the perfect version. So, I hit publish. Here's what happened. I received real feedback that I couldn't have gotten if I'd waited for everything to be perfect. I learned more from the mistakes than I did from the things that went right. I felt more free because I stopped obsessing over what people might think. And guess what? I found out that imperfection was the key to real growth. The more I embraced imperfection, the faster I moved forward and started making real progress. So, how do you break free from this cycle of perfectionism? Let's dive into some actionable steps. Set realistic goals. Instead of trying to be perfect, set achievable, realistic goals. Aim for progress, not perfection. Celebrate small wins along the way. Over time, those small improvements add up, and you will make real progress. Embrace mistakes. Next time you make a mistake, embrace it. Mistakes aren't failures, they're learning opportunities. The most successful people embrace their flaws and keep moving forward. The more you reframe mistakes as learning moments, the easier it gets to move past them. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Instead of criticizing yourself for not being perfect, practice self-compassion. Remind yourself that being human means making mistakes, and that's okay. You deserve your own understanding and patience. Celebrate imperfections. Celebrate the things that didn't go perfectly. Those imperfections make you who you are. The more you embrace imperfection, the more you'll grow, learn, and move forward. The final truth. The truth is, you are already enough, with your flaws and all. So next time you feel the urge to make something perfect, ask yourself, is this really helping me move forward, or just holding me back? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more content on how to live your best life.